Welcome back to my channel. My name's Zarina, and if you are new here, this is where I chat to you about shopping, about fragrance. We have chats about glowing up and living your best life possible, basically. So I hope you enjoy this channel. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for being part of my YouTube family and for coming back to my videos. I really appreciate you. Today's video is going to be a fragrance haul, and more specifically a Zara fragrance haul. They have had quite a few new fragrances out as collaborations between Jo Malone and Zara themselves, and that's been really cool to see. Now, from watching different reviews, I did end up buying myself one of the new perfumes, and I'll show you which one it is in a second. And also I got myself some discovery sets because some of the Zara perfumes are really nice, but there are certain downsides. Obviously they don't last quite the same, but then some of them I've been really pleasantly surprised. So I'm open basically to Zara fragrances. So I've got myself some discovery sets just so I can give more than a few a try, and then if I enjoy them, then obviously I'm going to purchase the full bottles. So stay tuned to see which fragrances I ended up going for. Okay, so first off, I got the Minimal Collection Discovery Set. And this one includes Orchid, Orchid Intense, Gardenia and Ruby Berries. And I also got the Evening Collection. So this one's got Red Vanilla, NUIT, Violet Blossom and Black Amber. And I'm very excited to try these. And as a little side note, today I've put on the Untitled Intense Cafe, I think it's called. And oh my god, it's so nice. This is fragrance of the day for me. It just smells really good. So I'm going to start with the Minimal Collection, and we're going to go with Orchid first. So these are your little sample sizes, and how many mil? 2 mil. So you've got 2 mil samples. So this is Orchid. This is pleasant. Now the full bottle looks like that, and actually this smells really pleasant. It's very refreshing. It's definitely a beautiful summer scent. So if it's a lovely hot day and you just want a very fresh and sweet and pretty perfume, this is definitely it. As for longevity, I really wouldn't be able to give you like a good lowdown on that. But it's a lovely, like, fresh. I definitely wear this to the gym. Like, there's no doubt about that. I may even wear it to bed in summer. I may even wear it like out and about in summer. It's definitely a very pretty scent. The notes are Rose, Lily of the Valley, and it's also got fruit notes of peach and apple, and also notes of musk, wood, and amber. It is very pretty. It is lovely. Yeah, I definitely recommend this. It's just fresh and summery and beautiful in my opinion. Definitely for me a summer scent. It actually reminds me a lot of like a fruity shampoo. Like a gorgeous fruity shampoo. And I remember when I was younger, I used to have this boyfriend who always used to say, oh god, your hair smells really nice. And it was like a herbal essences kind of smell, but really gorgeous. So this was Orchid, and I truly recommend for me as a summer fresh fruity scent. So this is Orchid Intense. I really expected it to smell very much like the previous one, but just a bit more intense, but it's actually really different. It smells a little bit masculine to me. Like I could smell this, possibly I could wear this if I was a guy. The notes are amber, rose and apple. It's just really interesting because it's not at all what I'd expect this to smell like. Again, it's fresh, it's crisp, it's clean. Yeah, there's like a bitterness. There's like there's some sort of a bitterness to it. April, and there's amber. Definitely not a favorite of mine. It does smell fresh. You could probably get away with this in the summer, but to me, it's a not for me scent. And again, if you guys are considering any of these, just get the little sampling set because it's a lot easier before you buy the full version. I've seen so many people that buy the full version and then don't like it, so it's still a bit of a waste. I know they're not particularly expensive, but next we've got Gardenia. This is pretty, again, pretty fresh summery. Notes for this are orange blossom and coffee and peach and raspberry. I don't really get any sweetness. I don't really get, it's fresh and yes, it's flowery, but it's not really in any way delicious or anything like that. It's just literally a flowery scent that's refreshing. I wouldn't run out there and get this because I do like quite a sweet fragrance and I like it to feel, whether it's like a little bit warming or a little bit like, there has to be a bit of a pull, and for me this is just not that. It's almost like I could use it as an air freshener, but I wouldn't use it on myself to get like any sort of response, if that makes sense, because it doesn't really do that for me. I do agree with some of, oh, sorry guys, just dropped it. I do agree with some of the reviews that this is like a, similar to the Black Opium YSL. There's a bit of a similarity there, yes. But again, it's like lasting that sweetness and almost like punch to me. It's a good one if you want like a cheaper, less impactful version of Black Opium. That I will agree with, because there is a little bit of that there, but it fails to really give you what sets the Black Opium perfume aside, like sets it apart. And I know that Black Opium is like a love or hate, so if you don't love that, then this one's not for you. So this one was the Gardenia. And the last one is Ruby Berries. This is the one that I have, so I think it's the 2021 one. And the notes are peach, red berries, and vanilla. Now I actually really like this because it is to the point and I can detect those notes in there, which I really like because it is what it says. It's basically just very fruity and sweet and fresh and girly. And it you know what, it's such a refreshing scent that it makes me think of just like summertime. I remember when I was back in uni, and I just remember the summers used to be amazing, and we used to kind of just go to the park and just chill and study, or I don't know, have drinks or whatever. It just reminds me of that fun, playful time in my life. So this one I actually really like for summer. So this is Ruby Berries. I'm gonna spray it again because it makes me really happy. Oh my god, I really love this. It just reminds me of being free and young and kind of worry-free and stress-free, if that makes sense. Even though I was stressed at uni, it was a different kind of stress. So I would say out of this set, my two favorites are Orchid and Ruby Berries, and Ruby Berries probably a little bit more. For me, these are lovely summer scents that just makes you feel like fresh and free and playful and fun, and they're really not overpowering in any way. But again, like I said, I don't know about the lasting power. I know a lot of the Zara perfumes don't have like the best lasting power, so just be mindful of that. But for the price, you can just respray it. It's not a big deal at all. So yeah, these two. So now we shall move on to the evening collection, and I'm really excited about this because I do love me a nice evening, like sexy perfume. So the first one I'm going to try is Red Vanilla. Interesting. So the notes for this one are blackcurrant, vanilla, praline, patchouli, pear, tonka bean, and iris. I do quite like that one actually. It's not something I would wear in an evening. It's not bad, but it's not like, if I'm gonna wear something in the evening, I want it to be sensual. I want it to be enticing. I want it to be somewhat warming. So I think my idea of an evening scent is something a little bit more mysterious, a little bit more like, I guess like syrupy and gourmandy, and this is not. They're very fruity sort of scents. So that's why for me they're not like mind-blowing. Yeah, kind of a basic fruity floral fragrance. It doesn't really blow my mind in any way, shape or form. It's like, it's quite generic, and I think it's just got like a very generic perfume vibe. There's absolutely nothing about this that I'm crazy about. I don't even love it. I just think it's okay. It's not bad. Like, I wouldn't complain if someone was wearing it, but I wouldn't wear it, and I wouldn't go crazy for that person wearing it either. And I think there have been some reviews about this where it says that it smells like La Vie Belle, and I would tend to agree because it does have that generic smell to it, and I actually really like La Vie Belle, so that's still a little bit sweeter, a little bit nicer in my opinion, but it's like a similar vibe. It's just easygoing kind of fragrance you can wear anytime. So yeah, it's okay. It's not a bad one. Next we've got NUIT. The notes for this one are, it says warm, comforting and powerful. This opens with fruity notes of bergamot and peach, followed by an elegant bouquet of iris and lily of the valley. The floral and fruity notes are encrusted in a woody and musky background, an unforgettable tray with its rich and warm notes of amber and vanilla. I do quite like this one. Again, it's probably a little bit more warming and enticing than the other two for me, for definite. There's a little bit of that vanilla going through it, and I do like the sweetness of that. It's got that punch initially. So I think the reason why I do like this a little bit better is because even though it's florally fruity, it's got the amber and the vanilla, and for me that pulls it together into becoming a little bit more of a sweet and warming fragrance. I really like this one. Again, out of all my collection, this is not one that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I can't wait to wear that one, but it's not a bad one. So if you just want like a nice evening scent that you could wear, like let's say you're going out but it's not really anything particularly special, this would be a nice one. If I had in my bag, I'd be quite glad to put it on. And it's a little bit different as well. Yeah, so I do recommend the NUIT one. So Violet Blossom is my next one. I really like this one. This is Cherry Blossom, Magnolia and Tonka Bean. And it kind of smells like violets. Sorry guys, I just had to disappear and close the blinds because the sun was truly starting to upset me. It's quite a pretty fragrance. I wouldn't mind wearing this in the evening. Yeah, out of those up to now, this one is my favorite for sure. It's a little bit kind of sweeter and more impactful and more engaging. The other ones were just like quite sharp on my nose, I guess. And then the last one now is Black Amber. I've got high hopes for this one. This one's quite nice as well. So that was Black Amber. This is Tangerine, Passion Fruit, Vanilla and Musk. It's a warm, captivating and comfortable fragrance. Yeah, it is quite nice actually. And that's the thing with fragrance, like once it comes out of that bottle, it just completely changes in kind of what you get from it. I quite like this one as well. I'd say out of all of those, Violet Blossom and Black Amber are more for me. There is a little bit of a depth to these two. The other two, I just didn't feel that they kind of, I think because, I mean, I don't know, I'm a Scorpio, I'm quite a deep person, and I just kind of like my fragrances to have layers to them, I guess. And I just didn't really feel that the other two did. This one, I feel, this one is my favorite out of this. I feel that there's that little bit of sweetness. Yeah, and there's that, like, that depth, that layering within the fragrance as well. Really like that. It's our mandarin orange. Middle notes are passion fruit and tiare flower, and the base notes are musk and vanilla. So I do really rate this one, and I feel like the notes do kind of break down almost. It's just quite sweet to me, and I think that's another reason why I quite like it. And you know what, this is, dare I say, is a little bit generic in that, and I don't mean generic in a bad way, but it reminds me a little bit, ever so slightly, of J'adore Dior. Now that is one of my favorite perfumes, and I know it's quite a mature perfume, and it's non-offensive. It's just like a classy lady perfume, but it's not particularly risk-taking or, you know, greatly mysterious or anything, but it's just a beautiful classy scent, and it just slightly reminds me a little bit of that, but obviously not quite that, if that makes sense. This is definitely a cheaper version. And you know what, it's just lovely. It's kind of a refreshing, lovely, fruity, sweet vanilla scent. You can't really go wrong with this. You know what, I'm gonna say that if you were gonna buy one of these, so the ones I've just done was Violet Blossom, Red Vanilla, Black Amber and NUIT. If you were gonna go for one that you were like, oh, I don't know what's a safe option out of the evening kind of set, it's definitely this one. So the Black Amber for me is actually quite lovely. I would wear this. I would definitely wear this. I think I'm actually going to get it. The last but not least, obviously, is the I can't ever remember the word, the collaboration between Jo Malone and Zara perfumes. I got myself Fashionably London, and it's not necessarily like something I would go for, but I've seen some reviews and it sounds like different, and I just wanted to get myself something that I wouldn't normally go for. And it comes, so just to show you, sorry because I'm getting carried away there, it comes in its little sleeve like that, and then it looks like that in the box. I'll just show you guys. This is what it looks like once you get into the box. So really nice packaging. I do like that. I'm easily pleased with these things. And so you've got your bottle there, and I really like the packaging's fairly nice. They always, I love the Zara bottles, and I love the Jo Malone collaborations. What is wrong with me not being able to remember that word? I really, really love this. Like, I can't really explain what it... The top notes are bergamot, middle notes are rose, and base notes are musk. So this has got like a rose, musky, citrusy, powder floor, fresh spice. For me, it's like a sweet slash bitter bergamot. Definitely get a little bit of that rose. It's really uplifting and it's really quite kind of daring. I really, really like this. It tests me, as in I notice it. It's not something that I can, like, it really makes me wake up and it makes me take notice, and that's, not every perfume does that. And if it does, sometimes it's like, oh, that kind of reaction, I don't like it. I either get I love it or I don't think anything of it almost, or like I really, really hate it. And this one is just, it makes me happy. It makes me like feel quite energized, and it makes me feel quite chic. And they're quite cool things to have in a perfume, because normally if I love a perfume, it tends to make me feel sexy, or it will make me feel just like different things. And this one makes me feel like a bit like of a powerful fashionista, chic kind of persona, if that makes sense. And I really like it because I do love my gourmands, and this has got like that rose note, and it's got the gourmand feel to it, and that little bit of musk. So it's all of the things that make me feel quite powerful, but at the same time it's quite feminine. So yeah, I think the perfect way to explain this is a powerful chic but feminine fragrance at the same time. So that's all my Zara perfumes, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that's giving you a little bit of a helping hand in deciding if any of these are for you. And I have linked all of the items I mentioned in the description box. Guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please don't forget to give me that thumbs up and also subscribe so you don't miss future videos from myself. And thank you once again for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.